Hey, much love and mercy to all you sincere brothers out there. All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Peace to the remnant and the believing Gentiles, which makes up New Jerusalem. Um, this is gonna be another new covenant teaching, and really, this ain't really teaching if you're in the new covenant because you understand it's that love that we have for the Most High, and love that we have for the brothers that's keeping us going. And just like when we look at the Lord's teaching, he was moving by that love to the Spirit, and that's how he was able to rebuke and get those demons off of people and heal people. And he wasn't able to the first he wasn't able to catch him in his words or catch him in any trap because he was moving in that love. And so we see about us moving in that love and in the Spirit, we have the ability to do the same thing: rebuke, exhort, and comfort. And we can't be caught up in any trap. See, this is all about the spiritual man in these last few days, man. And I was watching a couple of videos, and brothers really be going in, man. The brother, uh, I am the seer. He was making a lot of good points about the spirit and how this is all about the spirit. Because once you're operating within the spirit and you're walking in that love, you have the ability to do these things. See, when you're not walking in that love and walking in the spirit, um, you have to substitute that for information. You have to substitute that for things of the flesh. And that's what we see a lot of guys doing in these last days. They're substituting the spiritual stuff for the flesh when because they don't have the spirit, because they don't have that love. When you're walking in that love, you know, and you're not underneath the law. You're completely free. You see, you're completely free. You have the power to preach the gospel. You have the power to heal, to correct, to comfort, to do these things because the spirit, because you moving in that love, the spirits are going to understand. The spirits are going to be subject unto you through the Messiah, through Christ. Just like he told us, he said we're going to do greater works than he did because he went on to his Father, and that's exactly what we're doing. So this is all about the spirit. It has nothing to do with the flesh, man. It's all about the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Now I'm gonna start at this. Paul relies upon the Spirit. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 1. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of God. For I determined not to know anything among you save Jesus Christ and him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling, and my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power. See, because when you're in the Spirit, you don't need all that information because you know what's more. You know what's the most important thing, which is the gospel. You know what's the most important thing, which is getting men to understand that it's about the fruits of the Spirit. That's how you save their soul. By getting them to understand not to pay attention to the things of the carnal, but pay attention to the things of the Spirit. You know, the things inside of you that matters the most. Remember when them Pharisees and them scribes were telling the Lord, hey, look, your disciples were eating with unwashed hands. He said, guess what? It's not what goes into a man that defiles him, but what comes out of him. It's what comes out of your heart. What's really in your mind. Uh how you're walking, how you're treating your brothers, how you're walking, what spirit you're walking in, and what fruits are you walking in. And if you're walking in the fruits of the flesh, then you're gonna see the rewards of the flesh, because guys are bringing out all types of stuff. All they bring out is carnal stuff. And you know, you can go into prophecy and all that stuff, but if you don't have the fruits of the spirit, if you're not walking in the spirit, if you don't believe in the new covenant, all that prophecy doesn't matter for you. This is what Paul was talking about. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and much trembling. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, that their faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of God in the mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew, for had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the hearts of men the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. But God has revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searches all things, yet the deep things of God. For what knoweth the things of men, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so the things of God knoweth no man but the Spirit of God. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that were freely given to us of God. So what do we know by us receiving the Spirit? We know that love, that's what he showed us to have towards one another. It says, which things we speak not in the words which man wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teaches, comparing spiritual thing with spiritual. So where we know who's walking in the Spirit, because if you're walking in that love and in the Spirit, then your fruits is gonna be compassion, is gonna be mercy, is gonna be discernment, is gonna be you're gonna be walking how the Lord walked. You're gonna be like a splitting image of him. Cause we see him eye to eye. We're moving like he walked. We're moving according to his gospel. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. Right? So by you walking in the spirit, you're able to judge all things, but you yourself, you can't be judged by no man. Can't be judged by man because we're in the spirit. That's why the Lord constantly said walk in the spirit, because that's where our power is. That's where the power lies, when you're walking in that love. When you really have love for the brothers and you're really trying to get man to see and open man's eyes, that's where the power lies, man. And that's how the Lord was able to heal and rebuke and correct and pull demons out of people, because he was really walking in that love. He really wanted to heal our people. All right. For who has known the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. And so with that, I'm going to end it off. It's just a short video. All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Salutation to the 1/3 and the 144. You brothers out there, keep the faith and endure. Hey, shalom.